Hey team, welcome to this week's Junior Black Belt Kids curriculum. So for this class, make sure you're wearing your full uniform and you have your tonfas ready if you're a black belt leadership, because we're going to go over our tonfa kata. But for right now, let's go ahead and get started. Let's bow in. So everyone on natural stance. Team, attention. Spread your feet, make a fist cover. Bring your feet together and courtesy bow. Relax stance, hands right behind your back, and repeat after me. To build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit, quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. Awesome team. So this week is super exciting. Again, we're going to be working on our katas, but even before we get to that, we're going to do our little warm up, and we're going to be working on what we call a triangle step. So here's what I want everyone to do. Start out with your feet spread slightly apart, put your hands up in a guard. What we're going to do is we're going to start with our right leg first. I just want you to step forward with your right, and imagine you're in a box. Like if you can see the mats I'm on, my mats are kind of like a box. They're puzzle mats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to step out to like 45-degree angle, and I'm going to turn my body over to the side. And the idea is I just want to move around, like imagine the bad person's in front of me, I'm just going to scoot in, get past them, I'm going to come back, I'm going to scoot in, keep past them, and we're just going to do that a little bit. We're just going to work on a triangle step, moving around to the corners of the box. The person's in front of me, I'm just going to scoot to the side and come back, right? So let's do that, team, starting with the right side first, right? So go to the right and come back. Now the left and back, right? And to the right and back, right? And to the left, we're just shooting past them, guys. We're just moving in really quick, just going back and forth at that 45-degree angle. So we go to the center, we go off to the side, back at that 45. So we're shifting back and forth with it, kind of moving around the outside of the person we're working with. So we're going back and forth. Just keep going. Awesome team, everyone relax. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do the balls of our feet. So last time we were just kind of stepping out, however we stepped out. This time I really want you to focus on staying light on the balls of your feet. In fact, get your heels off the ground, try not to let your heels touch it at all. So again, starting on our kind of our natural stance, arms up on the balls of your feet. Let's go to the right side first. We're just gonna step out, stay on the balls of your feet, come back, shift out to the left, come back to the right. Again, stay on the balls of your feet. Try not to shift around too much. So we're shifting back to the center, hands stay up, keep your back straight. As we're going through it, light on the balls of your feet as you're going back and forth with each of these. Again, we're going to the outside. So like boom, moving to the outside here. Outside, just guiding around that person who's in front of me, moving to their outside edge, working the corners of our box. Right. Awesome team, and relax. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is going to be from a horse stance position. So same type of thing. This is one I think I felt more comfortable with doing most of all, is from here as we step out, we're gonna step out, we're gonna shift, drop into that horse stance, come back, step out, shift and drop into that horse stance and come back. For me, for my body style, I love this one. It's just a good movement for me. Ready? And starting to the right first. Ready? And go. Step forward and back. Ready? Drop into that horse stance each time you go through it. Step out, drop in the horse stance, come back. Back straight, knees are bent, toes to the front. We're at a 45 as we come through it. Remember, we're just working around the outside edge of the person in front of us. Just going back and forth, working around him. Still going back and forth. Here we go, back. Still cycling. Awesome, and relax team, fantastic. All right team, everyone get in your guarding stance and start just bouncing around lightly on your feet. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna do some sparring drills. So the first thing we're gonna do with our sparring drill is when I say go, you're gonna drop back and do a number one block or a downward block with your front hand. So imagine someone's kicking or punching at you. You're gonna, when I say go, you're gonna drop back out of the line of attack, downward block, and we're just gonna shift back into it. Right? So we're just moving around, bouncing nice and, try and keep your, don't hop, right? Just kind of shift your weight back and forth. Keep your head, body at kind of the same height. Hands are up the entire time. Ready? And back, boom, and go, right? We're just doing that downward block, ready? And go. Downward block and shift back, ready? And go. Downward block and back, ready? And go. Downward block and back. We're still just moving, ready? And go. Downward block and back. And go. Downward block and back, ready? And go. Downward block and back. Switch to the other side, right? Same thing, we're just gonna do that downward block with the front leg, switch back, and go into it, ready? Hands are up, ready? And go, downward block, and back. Right, team is still just shuffling, and go, down, and back. And go, down, and back. And go, keep moving, down, and back. Ready, and go, down, and back. And go, down, and back. And go, down, and back. And go down, make sure you get out of the range of attack, and back, right? And go down, and back, right? And go down, and back, right? And go down, and back. Ready? And go down, and back. And go down, and back. And switch back to the other side. All right, we're gonna add a reverse punch to it. So this time what's gonna happen is we're gonna drop back out of the way, boom. And we're gonna jump back in, throw a punch, throw a reverse punch into him, hand up in a guard, cover out, and then we're gonna shift back. So let's try that, team. Ready, set, and go. So back, punch, and reset. Right? And go. So downward block, punch, and back. Ready? Still get that shuffle going, and go. Back, and punch, and reset. Ready? And go. Back, and punch, and then reset. Ready? And go. Back, and punch, and back. Ready? And go. Back, punch. Still keeping those arms up. Ready? And go. Back and punch. Ready? And go. Back and punch. And switch. Other side. Ready? Still moving around. Keep those feet moving. Keep those hands up. Keep your back straight. Eyes to the front. Team, this week we're working on balance. All right. So balance is really important for martial artists, right? It's what our hands are up, our eyes are focused. It keeps us from falling over, which do tricky things. But team, is one of the really important here is when we're working on our balance, it's a really good way to help improve your mental balance. So when you're working on that physical balance, it can help improve your mental balance as well. So team, right here, ready? When I say go, shuffle back and punch. Ready? Shuffling around, and go. So back and punch. Ready? And go. Back and punch. Ready? And go. Back and throw that reverse punch, get right into it, right? And go. Shift back to the downward block, jive in for that punch. Ready? And go. Back and punch and reset. Ready? And go. Back and punch. Just try and get that punch going straight in. Don't hook it this time. Straight in. Hand up in a guard. Ready? And go. Block and punch and reset. Ready? And go. Block and punch and come right back. Ready? And go. Block and punch and reset. Ready? And go. Block and punch and relax. Shake it out a little bit. Awesome, team. So remember, with balance, 3 things we want to make sure we're doing. We want to make sure our hands are up, our back is straight, our eyes are focused. It's a really good way to work on that core physical balance. Okay. The self-defense technique we're going to do right now is for a straight right punch. So the idea here is your attacker is coming in, and they're throwing that big punch in, stepping in with it, lunging right past you. So as that punch is coming in, what I want to do is I want to get out of the way. So I'm standing right here. They're coming in with that straight punch. I'm going to step out to the left side. As I step to the left, I want to get out of the line of attack. Right? So if you look at the targets behind me, you can kind of see where they might hit, right? So if I did absolutely nothing and just stepped out the side, I'm pretty safe at this point. But there's always a chance they might chase me with their hand, they might come over with it, so I want to parry with it at the same time. So I start in my natural stance, they throw their straight right punch, I step to the left, at the same time I take my left hand and I parry as I move over, striking against their elbow, pushing out to the outside. Right. So we're going to take their arm and shoot it out over this way. Let's go back to our reset point, right? Back to our natural stance. And the technique we're doing is straight right punch. Right, team? Step forward and parry. Take your right hand, bring it all the way up under the armpit. Awesome, right? And from here we're going to chop out. We're going to follow our arm down and chop right into their arm. Right. So let's try it. Right? So back to the beginning. Straight right punch. Shift forward and parry. Bring your arm all the way up in your armpit like you're checking your deodorant. Strike out there into their arm, into their bicep. Slide your hand down and grab their wrist. Right. Try to keep that other hand up so it's still protecting you a little bit. Don't let it drop all the way down here. Right, back to the beginning. Again, this is straight right punch. Ready, step forward and parry. Hands up, chop. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab. We're going to take that back leg. We're going to do a roundhouse kick. We're going to kick, wham, right into their stomach. Right, So let's go back to the beginning. Back up a little bit so you can still see my feet. Natural stance. Straight right punch. Step forward and we're going to parry, chop, grab, and then roundhouse kick. Plant your foot. Push them. Stop, stay back as we get some distance between us and them. All right, let's try that again. Ready? So our self-defense technique, straight right punch. Ready? Step forward and parry, chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. All right, I'm going to do it from the side. So I'll do it from over here. I'll do it from this side over here. I think you can see the hands go that, right? All right, team, ready? We're starting out here. They're throwing that punch. We're stepping forward with our left side. We're going to step forward. We're going to parry. We're going to chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. And I'll do it from the other side as well. All right, team, ready? From here. Straight right punch. So again, step forward. I'm going to parry, chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. All right, team, let's try that just a few more times in the air, and then we'll move on. Straight right punch. Straight right punch. Go. So, parry, chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. All right, team, and again, back to our natural stance. Straight right punch. Ready? And go. Parry, chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. One more time, team. Straight right punch. Ready? And go. Parry, chop, grab, kick, stop, stay back. All right, team. Everybody shake it out a little bit. Let's look at our combination. This combination we're going to be working on now is our clinch knee, switch knee, push, roundhouse kick. So let's kind of break through those techniques. Back out to your natural stance. All right, team. Snap to attention. Tap on your right leg, step back to your grand stance, hands up. Say, aye. Team, we're going to do our clinch first. So the first part of the clinch is we're going to take our front hand, reach up, grab the back of their head. You're kind of embracing the back of their skull. So we're going to grab the back of their skull, cup it, take your back hand, go over top of your hand, cup on top of it. So we're kind of hand here, hand here. From here, we're going to pull into our chest. This is our clinch move, right? So back to the front, team, in our guard, right? Front hand goes out, grabs the back of the head, back hand goes over top of your front hand, pulls it into the clinch. Everybody say clinch. Let's try that again, team, from here, right? And we're going to do front hand, back hand, clinch, right? And go. Front, back, and clinch. Awesome, guys. So we're going to add a knee to this. So what we're going to do is now, back to our guard, we're going to do the clinch. Front, back, pull in, clinch. Take your back knee, team, bring it up, thrust it forward. You're hitting him in the stomach. Okay. Your arms right there, we're going to put it right back where we started from. Right? So let's just do that. Back to our guard. Right, team? And. Ready? And clinch. Knee. Awesome, team. We're bringing it right back to where we started from. What we're going to do next is we're going to switch. So when I say switch, we're just going to jump up and switch our feet and pull down. I really love this switch because if I'm in a clinch position with my partner, my attacker, I have this clinch right here, I just drove that knee in there, and I have them here at chest level. When I switch, they're going to go down even lower. So it's going to put them in a much more precarious position. So that first knee might only hit him in the stomach, but that second knee I'm going to throw after I switch, boom, has a much better chance of hitting him in the chest or even in the face. So let's go back to our guarding stance. Right, team, everyone go clinch, take your back knee and go knee. Right, and then switch. Take your back knee and go knee. Plant it right back where you got it from. Awesome, team. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's just do that part one more time. Ready? Hands are up in a guard. And clinch. Back leg knee. Switch. Back leg knee. Put it right back where you got it from. Push. You need to get some distance here. We want to strike with a roundhouse kick, but they're too close after those knees. We have to push them away to get some more distance. Let's try it again. Back to the front. Ready, team? Go clinch. Knee. Switch. Knee, push. Take your front leg, team, pivot. Take your back leg, roundhouse kick. Boom. I like to do this as an advancing front roundhouse kick. You may go staying back, whichever you're comfortable with. I like the advancing because then I just shuffle back in my starting point. Ready? So let's try it again, team. Ready? So ready? Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick. Plant your foot, shuffle back. Right? And again, ready? And go. Clinch. Knee, switch, knee, shuffle back. Ready, team? And again, ready, we're gonna go clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, and shuffle back. Ready, and go. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse kick, plant it, and go back. Last one, team. Ready, and go. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, pivot, roundhouse, plant it, go back. And relax. Shake it out, everybody. Awesome. Whew. Team, let's come in and gather around a little bit. All right, action takers. Several years ago, there was a study that was done with highly successful people. They were ranging in all different ways. They were ages 21 to 71. They had different educational experiences from GEDs to PhDs. They had all different backgrounds. But one of the things that all of them had in common was they were good finders. It reminds me of a story of a little boy who got in this huge fight with his mom. He screamed at her, "I hate you." Oh, he knew he was in trouble then, so he ran out of the house and he screamed out as loud as he can, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." Well, he lived in this area that had all these mountains and valleys. And after a second or two, he heard back another boy scream at him, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." Well, he ran back in the house, and he's crying, he's really sad, and his mom sees how upset he is, and he says, "Some kid outside really hates me." So she takes him by the hand and walks him outside and says, "I want you to scream, 'I love you, I love you, I love you.'" And of course he does, right? And what does he hear back, team? He hears, "I love you." And what was it really hearing? He's really hearing its echo back to him, right? Well, guess what? Whatever you put out in life, and guys, this is a universal truth, whatever you put out in life is what you get back. It's one of the great things about being a martial artist. You learn to put out good stuff. You see the world not as a reflection of what it is, but who you are. If you see the good in people, if you see the positive, you'll start to bring that on the people around you, and you'll be surrounded by better people. You'll be surrounded by people who are trying to achieve things like you, people that are going to be amazing black belts. Okay? So action takers, go out there and put good things in the world, and good things will come back. Cool. All right, guys, we got to work on some kata. Super excited about this. So we have two katas we're going to be working on, Creative 1 and Striking Tonfa. So Creative 1, I really think everyone should work on Creative Comp. Oh my gosh. Team, sorry, sometimes words are tough. So I really think everyone should be working on Creative 1. It's a really good kata. And if you're working on Tonfa, it's a really good practice kata for Tonfa that you can practice all the time even when you don't have your weapons. All right, team, so let's get back to our natural stance. Team, let's look at our Creative 1. From here, we're going to snap to attention. Action kata, Creative 1, bow, bend your knees, hands in the chamber, step out with your left leg, rising block, punch, punch, awesome, team. And then from here, team, we're going to take our front leg, we're going to pull it back into a crane stance, downward block. From here, we're going to step in, block, and punch combination together. So let's just do that part first. We'll go through that a couple more times, and then we'll add some more to the kata. All right, team, right? Back to our natural stance. We're just going to read back to our reset point, which is going to be here in our chamber. Take your left leg, step forward, do your rising block, 2 punches, 1, 2, your downward block in a crane stance. Put your foot right back where it came from, block and punch at the same time. And I like doing this as a vertical fist. You may do a horizontal fist as well. If you're doing this as a practice for your Tonfa kata, highly recommend doing vertical fist. If you're not doing Tonfa, either one, whatever you're more comfortable with. Again, team, let's go back to the beginning. Back to our natural stance. Reset into our chamber, step forward and block, punch, punch, crane, downward block, block, punch. Awesome, team. So what we're going to do from here, team, is we're going to turn to 9 o'clock to our left. We're going to turn over this way, and as we do, we're going to come back to our chamber here. Our hand's going to be up, all right? And we're going to do an inward block, downward block. So as we turn wide, inward block in, circle around, downward block. I like to drop my weight as I'm doing this. So rotate my body for the inward block, drop my weight down for the downward block part of it. So again, if I was just doing the last move, I'm here, I come around, I'm going to block and block. So try and keep your torso up as much as you can. So let's go back to the very beginning and try that again, team. Natural stance. Right. Back to our reset point. Step forward with your left leg, do a rising block, 2 punches, 1, 2. Do Do your downward block, crane stance, block punch combination, turn to the left, chamber, inward block, outward block, and freeze. So, and as we're saying, inward block, outward block, there's not like a stop. It's not like inward block, outward block. It's in and out. Because think of it like a continuous motion as you're going block and block all the way through it. In and down. All right. One more time, team. Let's do it with the whole bow in. Natural stance. Tension. Action kata. Creative one. Bow. Awesome, team. Ready position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And freeze. Awesome, team. That's going to be the end of Creative 1 for this week. We're going to go work on Tonfa next, so please everyone go grab your Tonfas and come right back out on the mat. Awesome, team. All right, back in everyone with your Tonfas. If you are basic training student, continue working on Creative 1. Black belt leadership students, we're all going to do Tonfa together. Natural stance. Awesome, team, right? So, snap to attention. Striking Tonfa. Bow. Back out to your natural stance. Step forward with your left leg. Do your rising block. 1. Awesome, guys. So almost like Creative 1 at the beginning, right? Rising block. Now we're going to do 2 punches. 1, 2. Right? Again, just like Creative 1, so let's go back. Let's just do those 2 moves again. So natural stance. Take your left leg, step forward, rising block. That's 1. Next move is going to be 2 punches. Right, left, and reset. Ready? So back here. Striking Tonfa. 1, 2. Team, what we're going to do next is we're going to strike across our body. We're going to do a swinging strike. So our front hand, our left hand is going to go up a little bit because I don't want to get hit in the arm, right? I don't want to hit myself. So I'm going to clear my arm out of the way. I'm going to take my right arm. I'm going to swing it across my body and come back. Right? So I'm going to swing across and back with that. So that is our next move with it. So team, real quick, just put one of the Tonfas down. So if you're having a little trouble swinging the Tonfa like this, great way to get into the habit of doing this is you're going to hold the Tonfa right here, reach up, grab the short end of the Tonfa, swing it around. So use that to figure out how to get that pivot in your hand out to the side here so it's pointing straight to the front, and then rotate it around. Right? And then you can use it to turn it back if you want to, right? So this is a really good way to get used to that feel of how it should pivot in your hand because you're just using both hands with it. And then as you get comfortable with it, you can just start spinning it without the other hand. So I spin till it's out to that straight position, curl it around, come back out. Once it's straight, let's curl it back around with it, right? So that's my strike, comes in. So strike, back, in with it. Right? And again, back when we taught PR24, that's the police baton we were doing. Very common for us to grab and strike like this with it to generate extra power with it. So it's actually a traditional strike, and it's a good way to kind of get used to that spinning motion with your Tonfa. So let's go back to the very beginning of the kata team. We're just going to start from our natural stance. Ready? And this is striking Tonfa. Snap to attention and bow. Ready, step out with your left leg. And 1, rising block. 2, right punch, left punch. 3, swinging strike across your body. Awesome, team. And reset. All right, one more time with striking Tonfa. Back to our natural stance. All right, striking Tonfa. Ready, team. 1, step out with your left leg, rising block. 2, punch, punch. 3, sweep it around your body. All right, and we're going to freeze right there. It's going to be our last move. So that swinging motion right now is going to be our last move for the day. So one more time, and then we'll move on. Natural stance, striking Tonfa, bow. And 1, 2, 3, and freeze, and then relax and come back. Awesome, team. All right, let's put our Tonfas away. All right, team, we have a little bit of time for a workout today, so stick with me on this one. I'm going to take my watch off. Just give me a second. Perfect. All right, team. So first thing we're going to do, team, is we're going to start out with a front stance. forward stance on this one, right? So we're here, snap to attention, tap on your right leg, back to your guarding stance, hands up. I want you to actually get into a forward stance, so your guarding stance is a little higher, stretch those legs out a little bit, try and get the front knee bent, get that back leg straight as much as you can, right? We're going to shift our weight, so about, I want to say about 70% of our weight is on that front leg. We're really pushing that weight forward, back leg is straight, there from here. What we're going to do, team, is we're going to do 2 punches. It's going to be 1, 2, and come right back, right? So front hand, back hand, and come right back, and we're going to go, let's do this from a traditional position, right here in chamber, all right? So we'll start in chamber position, we'll have our right hand out, sorry, we'll have our left hand out, we're going to do punches. 1, 2, and then we'll just go ahead and go 1, 2. We're just going to do 2 punches from right here. So left leg, right leg is back, right hand is out, left hand is on your hip. All right, team? And when I say begin, we're just going to do non-stop, 2 punches until I say stop. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and freeze. Awesome, team. Shake it out. All right, let's try the other side, team. So this time step back with your left leg, hands are up. Put them in your guard, chamber on the side. Right leg is forward, right arm is back, left leg is forward, left leg is back, left arm is out. Right? And again, when I say go, 2 punches and come right back. Ready? And hope. 1, hope, go, hope, go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Awesome, team. All right, team, what we're going to do next is we're going to do a hands first sprawl. Again, for like 20 seconds. What this is going to look like is we start, feet kind of spread apart, hands are up. We're going to squat down, hands go on the floor in front of you, put your legs behind you. All right. Drop that hips down, bring your legs back up, and come back up. So I'll do it facing the sideways. So again, team, from right here. So we're going to squat down, hands on the floor, legs go behind us, drop the hips down, bring it back up, and stand back up, right? So we're going to do that for 20 seconds or so. Ready? And go, team. So it's down, back, drop the hips, back to the front, and up. Ready? Down, drop the hips, back to the front, and up. Ready? And down, drop the hips, back, and down. Ready? And go. Down, drop the hips, back, and time, guys. Awesome. All right, team. Next round, clinch knee, switch knee. So kind of like our combination for this week. From our natural stance, we're going to be in a guard. From here, we're going to clinch, knee, switch, knee, and we're just going to go right back into our guarding stance, and we'll do it from the other side. So we're alternate sides each time. Ready? And go. So clinch, knee, switch, knee, and just switch the other side, and clinch, knee, switch, knee, and come right back, right? And clinch, knee, switch, knee, and back. And again, clinch, knee, switch, knee, and back to your guard. And again, clinch, knee, switch, knee, and right back. And again, clinch, knee, switch, knee, and relax. Awesome. All right, team, next round. It's going to be our frog push-ups. So with this one, kind of like a frog stretch. So what we're going to do is just spread your feet out a little bit like this. All right. And you're going to put your hands on the floor. You're going to get your knees off the ground. And you're going to do the push-ups from right there. So I'll turn sideways. It'll be easier to see from here. So again, team, from right here. Legs are out. Up on the balls of your feet so your knees are off the ground. And we do the push-up from here. Try not to let your knees touch the ground as you do it. Ready, team? Set, and go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Back on our feet. All right, team. Next round is our clinch knee, switch knee, push roundhouse kick. So our whole combination. Ready? Back to your natural stance. Snap to attention. Back to your guard stance. Aye. Ready? And go. So it's going to be clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, roundhouse kick, and come back. Ready and go. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, roundhouse kick, and back. Ready and go. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, roundhouse kick, and back. Ready again. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, roundhouse kick, and back. Ready, and go. Clinch, knee, switch, knee, push, hip, roundhouse kick, and back. And relax, team. Awesome. All right, team, last round, sit-ups. So we're going to do regular sit-ups. Everyone down on the floor. Try and keep your feet on the floor. Don't let your feet come up. Try and keep your arms crossed or in a guard position. Don't pull yourself up with your hands. Ready? And begin. 1. And relax, team. Everyone back on your feet. All right, team, again, time for our stretch of the week. Spread your feet out, like twice the width of your shoulders, like a horse stance. Strain your legs out as much as you can. Bend forward at the hips. Try and lean forward, keep your legs straight. Try and get those hands, the palms to touch the ground, keeping your legs straight as you can. Hold it. Remember to breathe. Relax, slowly come up. Stretch those arms way in the air. Go all the way back down, nice and slow. Breathe on the way down. Legs straight. Try and get those palms to touch the floor. 1. Hold it, breathe. Sink a little lower as you exhale. Come back up. Behind you, arms all the way up. All right, keep all the way back down again. Awesome, guys. Hands on the floor, palms floor, legs straight. Stretch that back. Lower yourself down. Breathe. Come back up. Team, go down, grab your left leg. Grab behind your leg. Try and get your chest down to your knee. Hold it. Keep your legs straight. Both legs. Hold it. Come back up. Nice and slow. Arms up high. Back down to our left. Grab your leg. Pull down. Feel the stretch. Breathe through it. Come back up. Stretch all the way up in the air. Ready? Wiggle the fingers. Go back down. Grab the leg. Pull yourself down. Keep your leg straight. Hold. Come back up. Arms up. Go to your right leg. Grab. Stretch down. Relax. Come back up. Arms up. Again, reach down, grab. Grab your legs, pull it straight in. Come back up. Arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go down to the right. Grab your leg, pull down. Relax. Walk it in, team. Nice and slow. And shake it out. Awesome. All right, team. So as far as homework goes, team, whether you're doing, everyone should turn in a video of themselves doing their self-defense technique, which is a straight right wrist grab. So remember, parry, chop, grab, whoop, and kick. Right? Stop, stay back. Straight right wrist grab. Team. Awesome. All right. And for bonus credit, videotape yourself doing your kata, whatever your kata doing, creative one, or striking tonfa. Record yourself doing that and submit that along with it for bonus points. All right, team, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the future. Natural stance, snap to attention, face front and bow. Thank you very much, team. Real quick, before you do anything else, turn, look at whoever's in the room with you, whoever's helping you in your martial arts journey, whether it's mom, dad, your brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, friend, whoever it is, I want you to bow to them and say thank you. Awesome. Because remember, team, nobody gets their black belt on their own. It is a journey that is accomplished with the help of our partners, our friends, and our coworkers. Thank you very much, team. AB, see you. Have a great night.